What's up, guys? Welcome back to the El Diablo show. My name's Elle Orlando. I'm your host. How are you guys doing? I'm doing good. What's up, Justin?
What's up?
What's up? Sorry, I make every intro weird. I don't really know how to start podcasts, and I feel very. I also I took Adderall today, Vyvanse, and I try not to take it, but then when I take it, which I shouldn't do, I shouldn't just like go so long without taking it, because then when I do take it, it feels like I'm on meth, and then I'm just like doing everything at once and then not really doing it, and I'm just like and then I'm not really talking, and this is the first conversation I've had today out loud, so it's going to be a science experiment. But today, guess what, guys? We're just going to talk about dinosaurs. Yeah, we're just going to talk about dinosaurs the whole episode. Why? Because I love dinosaurs, and I think the first question you probably have is about dinosaurs, like, I don't know, like, am I autistic? No. And the answer is no, I'm not autistic. I know I'm not autistic. Do I have proof? No. But I do not think I'm autistic, and I just like the dinosaurs. I think it's crazy they ever existed. I don't think you got to explain yourself much, you know? I think everyone's kind of interested, and I got fun facts. I got all the dinosaur information, all the hot dinosaur goss, okay? So, this is going to be a fun episode. I guess I should just start it. I might cut this all out, you know? I don't think I liked that at all. So, I might just start one more time. Here we go. Welcome back to the El Diablo podcast. My name's El Orlando. This is the El Diablo. Why am I so bad at start? It's like I could do a whole podcast episode where I just start over and over and over and over and over. It's like, whoa, it's so hard. I think even starting stand-up comedy sets, like it's so awkward, because it's like, how do you even begin? It's hard to start from nothing. Anyways, this episode is going to be about dinosaurs. Ever heard of them? Yeah, the whole episode. We're just gonna talk. We're gonna get into the nitty gritty of dinosaurs. Why? Because a couple nights ago, I couldn't sleep. I don't know. My favorite thing to do at night is to be on my phone all night, and I just had this question, like what are the dinosaurs up to, or like what's going on with them, and I guess they don't look like how we thought they looked like. And that kind of blew my mind. And like recently, scientists have found that there's this thing, it's called, so basically they skin wrap. So what the scientists did is they skin wrapped all the dinos, because they found the dinos' bones, right? And they're like, oh, well, these idiot scientists didn't take any muscle or fat into account. And so that's why all the dinosaurs we see, like in these documentaries and pictures, they all look slim fitted, because the scientists are just kind of like playing fantasy and being like, oh, they just are assuming that all these dinosaurs are like hot, I guess. And so they're all skin wrapped, also known as Ozempic dinosaurs. But that's not what they actually look like. They actually look kind of fat. They're thick with it. And they're not as fast as we thought they were, because they were thick with it. And you can't exactly be as fast when you're thick with it, scientifically. And so this is what they found. They also found that dinosaurs, like big dinosaurs, they had feathers, like the ones that are on the screen right now. Let's see. Let's look at it. Justin, is your mic on? I can't hear you.
Yeah.
I was like, can't hear Justin laughing. I don't think his mic is on. I've been doing nothing but roast or fucking killing this whole time. Haven't heard one giggle. Interesting. Sorry, I said roast because I saw Nikki Glazer's Golden Globes opening. Did you her monologue in the beginning? Did you see it?
I didn't see the monologue. I caught a little bit of it on our way to the movies because they were playing it at the mall.
They were.
Yeah.
Oh, it was great. I loved her Ben Affleck joke. I wish she could have. I think I saw a podcast where she went in. The original joke was a bit more specific about like ruining two Jennifers. Like she's pissed that, yeah, and that's so fun. And it's
It was
like
very funny.
I just hate famous people. Every Golden Globes, you can see it in their faces when it starts. They all get this stick up their ass. They're like, oh, this comedian's not going to take it seriously. And it's like, no, they're not. That's the whole point, my dog. Anyways, dinosaurs. 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 What are dinosaurs? Well, apparently they're, do you see this? Kind of gay. This looks like a dinosaur that's going to a gay club in the West Village. It looks like a drag dinosaur. It looks like a dinosaur doing drag, and I love it. Not scary. Sorry, if I saw this running at me, I'd be like, "What are we playing here? We playing a game? This is not you hunting me. This is us doing a tickle fight or something. This is just horrifying. This is like, what the hell? Someone on acid made that one. It's just, if you can't see it, it's just a dinosaur with a bunch of gross feather sticks on it. I guess I forgot that, you could be listening from Spotify. Well, if you want to see the pictures, you got to go to YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And then look at this. They're just big chickens. I used to never understand why T-Rexes are related to chickens, but now with the feathers, they look like intense chickens. But this guy, I can't get over. It looks like a human dressed their dinosaur. It's funny. So yeah, dinosaurs had feathers. There's so many things that we didn't know about them. And what else? So yes, I mentioned they kind of look gay. And what does qualify a dinosaur? Apparently, it's a reptile from the Mesozoic era or anyone over 80 years old. So that was such a bad joke. I'm so sorry, you guys. Okay. So what I was really wondering, because did you know that not everyone believes in dinosaurs? There's some people so I guess people like Christians, they won't believe in dinosaurs because it's not in the Bible. And if it's not in the Bible, they don't believe in it, which doesn't make sense because it's like everything we have today was definitely not in the Bible. Like phones, there's definitely Christians with iPhones. But it's weird to think that they see all these like fossils and they're like, oh, that's just like someone who's big boned back in the day. That's a big boned guy. And they just don't believe. What I don't believe in, I don't believe in dinosaur ghosts. Because a lot of people have asked the question, like, where are the dinosaur ghosts? I don't think they exist. There's nothing to scientifically prove that they exist. I think the dinosaurs they've been alive. They were alive like 60 million years ago. So I think they had their time in the sun. They righted their wrongs on Earth, and then they're gone. The ghosts have already moved into heaven, I think, and they're just like wreaking havoc. I think I think they're eating people in heaven. That's my theory. But they're not ghosts on Earth. That would be that would be hilarious, and I think we would know. I don't think they would have been just like roaming the earth doing nothing. I think they would be trying to eat people. Something that I thought was kind of interesting about dinosaurs, why are they so big? Why are they big? Well, let me tell you. Carbon dioxide. There was more carbon dioxide in the air back in the day, and the much higher levels in the Mesozoic led to abundance of plant life. Oh yeah, and then herbivores, more plants, more food, they ate more, all that good stuff. Also, let's see, warmer climate. I guess warmer climate supports larger bodies. That's interesting. So would that explain like Disney World? Because everyone's pretty big there. Sorry. Anyways, I make like a big person joke every episode. I need to stop.
What do you have
I don't know.
against big people?
I don't know. It's not cool. It's not cool. I like everyone of all sizes. I think I'm just a bad comedian. That's why. That's why I'm making these jokes.
Are there a lot of big
Also,
people in New York?
you know, yeah, I think it's like a New York is like a perfect mix of everybody. There's big, there's small, there's every race, there's genders you haven't even heard of. And you wouldn't even know where to, you would have to walk up to them and you would have to say, you got to tell me. Cause I'm not going to assume. And what else? Yeah, everything. I feel like New York is the melting pot, and that's why I love it so much. Because oh God, a world full of skinny people. I mean, I don't think anyone talks about how awful that would be, how insufferable. They're just talking about, I, I don't know. I just feel like, okay, if it's all skinny people, then you can't have good food. I feel like big people are the product of great food because you have to taste, eat. And I guess there are some people who are skinny and they like to eat. Maybe they have fast metabolisms, but I feel like for some reason, big people are necessary to the ecosystem of life.
I
You
agree.
know,
Yeah.
like if you lose, it's like losing like a certain plant in the ocean and then everything gets thrown off. I think that's just real with like everyone. You get, no matter like what jokes you say or whatever, you need everybody. Sorry racists, you need everybody. You do. It would be so boring if it was just everyone who looked like you. You would be like so annoyed. You wouldn't have anyone to say, shut the fuck up. Who was I talking to? So I was talking to this guy who is from Boston, and he said that like when he lived in Boston, like all these guys, they would always get into fights after like bars and like drinking whatever. Like every night, if you're a guy and you're going out in Boston, you're getting in a fight, and it's just like you know a weight, a baggage you have to bear. That's not the right saying. It's just something that goes along with going out. It's just you have to fight if you're a guy every single night. And so then when he said when he moved to New York, he's like, oh, it was so great because like I would go out and like no one would try to fight me. And I'm like, I honestly think it's because there's no black people in Boston, and so there's no one checking these dumbass white people being like, don't you fucking dare. Like calm down, or like I'm actually gonna kill you. And that's what we got in New York. We have all these people checking and balancing each other. Boston is just wild west of white people who don't know how to act.
That is a sound observation.
That's what I think. And I think it might be true. Someone do the science. If we ever get big enough, we're going to have a little nerd scientist. And if we ever need stats or science, we're going to be like, do the science. And he goes to Boston and he does all the data and does the studies and the tests and the study groups. He comes back and he says, every time he says, Elle, turns out you're 100% right.
Yeah,
every
no, that
time.
checks out. 22% on
22% coming from a black
22% black.
guy.
Yep.
So sounds like I'm right. Anyways, dinosaurs. I fly through all? Oh no, these are good. So I got random dinosaur facts. Are you ready for this? This is kind of fun. Okay. There is a thriving black market in illegally acquired dinosaur fossils. That's crazy. I never knew. Where is the black market? Because I heard about it in college, and like I know we talked about it in a class. There's a black market. I'm like, can we get on or can we see at least see what's going on? You, I think you can get there on the internet, but you have to be like a coder or something. You have to be like Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg could run Facebook, Instagram, and the black market if he wanted to.
Yes. I think that's the dark web, no?
Facebook is the dark web. Yeah, yeah, the black market is the dark web, I think.
Right, there's like a, yeah, overlap. There's a Venn
Yeah.
diagram where those two things overlap.
Oh, are they separate things?
Yeah, I think like, well, not entirely, but I think there's a black market, so to speak, of like things that you can buy illegally, and some of that activity happens on the dark web.
In the
So I
dark
guess yes, in a way yes, but I'm sure there's some of the market that exists like not digitally, where
the
you're like
dark
face to
web.
face. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. I think black market you can do online. Dark web. I think the dark web is like sex trafficking. I think it's like the
Stuff like that.
like really bad. I think black market is more like elephant tusks. And then the dark web is like Illuminati evil shit. Like this is where we're meeting tonight. Ugh. Google Illuminati Google calendars are getting sent through the black web, dark web. What? Dark web. Oh,
Hey, yo,
hey, whoa, whoa,
hey.
shit. Can we just call them both dark or both black? Why is it dark and black? What is this? What is this?
And that's the real issue at hand here. Why?
Does the black market? The black market's just a little bit cooler, so that's why they call it the black market. And then the dark web is just like pure evil, so it's like devil. I feel like dark when I think of dark, I think of devil. And I think of nothing when I think of black. Just kidding. That was I'm I meant to say I'm not racist, but that just sounded like super when I think of black, I think of nothing. Yikes, Justin, you're going to have a lot of work to do in post.
We love it.
We love it. Okay, next fact. New dinosaurs are always being discovered. Paleontology averages. Sorry, I'm reading the thing about dinosaurs that I don't like that is really hard for me to get on board of or onto as someone who's like extremely dyslexic is the long words. And so I might be speaking slower because these words just, they like start and you kind of lose yourself along the way. And at some point they end and you're like, what was that? Hell of a ride. So you say, okay, new dinosaurs are always being discovered. Paleontology averages describing and naming a new dinosaur species more than once a month. What?
Yeah,
I
why
didn't know.
isn't this in the news?
Yeah, paleontology is a booming business. Since when? I always thought like it's weird that there are people who are like discovering things and they're like, this is discovered. I'm like, how is that your job? Nothing about it seems, even though dinosaurs are really interesting to me, mainly because, I mean, the dinosaur part, but then also just how old the Earth is. It like I almost don't believe it, but it's true because we're finding the bones. But I would never ever want to go just scratching through dirt, being like, I wonder if I'll find anything today. And then when you find something, how mindless. And then if you find something, you have to like, how do you even know what that is if you've never found it before?
It's a
It's
great
just,
point.
it's science on science. And at that point, I'm just like, dude, just call it a day.
Yeah.
Let's just, and you're in a desert and you're like, you're nowhere, it's not tropical. It's not fun.
Is it always in the desert?
It's
Or
not
is
in a
that just
desert,
what
but
media has told us?
it's like rocks or like Scotland or something, like on the edge of Scotland. I'm guessing mud. Envisioning mud, Scotland. Some guy that's like really who like doesn't really shower that much, doesn't work out. Brilliant glasses, gross teeth, genius.
Actually, you might be right.
Like
You
that.
might
Those are
be
your
right about
coworkers
deserts.
about
Apparently,
deserts.
because
Oh,
of the sedimentary rock that the deserts feature, makes it popular places for digging.
oh yeah, and then also there's something about like the desert, the sand, the heat, like Egyptians mummifying, all that jazz. But I guess they were, but okay, Justin, they were here for how long? So did you know? Okay, so 44, 440 million years ago. Whoa, that's when it all started. Wait, yeah, that was the first. Okay, wait, I'm getting into a mass extinction, but that's when they first started. And did you know our great 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 grandfather, great great great, like 10 to 15 million generations back was a lizard? Like all of our great
Evolution.
grandfathers was a lizard. Isn't that crazy?
That is pretty crazy.
A lizard.
Is that
And then we all,
confirmed?
yeah, it's called great 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 a dinosaur. Did I write it down? It was a lizard called Amniote. Amniote. He was a lizard and he was just walking around. No, well, he had four legs. And then that's like what us and dinosaurs come from. But it all, like, we all came from this lizard, apparently. I mean, I don't know. How the fuck do you know that? How did you find that lizard? The first lizard? There's no way. There's no way. But the thing about dinosaurs that blows my mind the most is the five extinctions. I just thought it was Big Bang, dinosaurs, extinction, humans. No, it was Big Bang, dinosaurs, extinction, dinosaurs, extinction, dinosaurs, extinction, dinosaurs, extinction, dinosaurs, extinction, humans. And then the first humans, the cavemen, and now it's us. And our Earth is like overdue for like an extinction. Like we should have gone through a mass extinction
Oh,
like a million years ago,
I see. I
which
thought
is
you said
crazy.
overdue for dinosaurs. I almost got so hyped, so
No,
excited.
I would love a return of the. I don't know how some never made it back, you know? And like the thing that so the thing about the five extinctions, it makes me not believe in dinosaurs or not believe in evolution because every time they come back a little different, but they don't look like the old ones, you know? Like
Mm,
so the last extinction, there was dinosaurs extinct and then there was just an owl. And you're like, where the fuck did that owl come from? Where the fuck did that fox come from? It wasn't a fox when it got extinct. It was a dinosaur, went to bed, woke up a fox.
yeah, that
It
sounds
doesn't
pretty
make
biblical.
sense.
I don't know.
It doesn't make sense. I'm sure if there was a scientist here, he would be like, well, actually, me, sense, but not to me. But it's just crazy. Our world is so fucking old. And so the last extinction was 65 million years ago. Million. That's crazy. That's a lot of years. 1,000. We're not even alive for 1,000 years. If we were alive for 1,000,000 years, we would be, I think, just like rabid people. I think we'd try to kill everybody, I think. I don't think we would. I think at some point you would just become insane.
Yeah, that's too long.
That's too long. And how would you keep all your, I don't know. Like imagine losing an arm and you have a million years to live. That's
That's
like,
not
oh
fun.
fuck. You know? At least if you lose an arm and you live a normal life, you're like, oh, this, I don't have to do this for a million years, you know? Just like 50 or something. No big D. Trying to be positive about people who have one arms. One time I did I tell you this? One time I thought I could I had x-ray vision because I was actually in LA. I was on the beach. I was looking at this man and he was walking towards me and I'm like staring at him. I'm like, I feel like I can see through this guy. And I'm like, I swear to God, I can see through this guy and I'm not tripping. I'm completely sober. And it turns out he didn't have a leg and I didn't notice. I like didn't compute because it was too far away. And I'm just staring at him like, and then he got close enough and I was like, oh shit, my bad. Respectfully, I thought I had x-ray vision. So I like no disrespect to you. I just thought I had superpower.
That is so hilarious. Just because, like, in his head, he was probably like, "Oh, another asshole just staring. You don't know my
Yeah.
story. You don't know my life." Meanwhile, you're just in your head like, "Wait,
Wait a second. I knew I had powers. Dude, I'm so stupid. I like that's why I kind of hate my brain cuz like I always err on the side of like anything's possible and like I think when I was younger I was always waiting to become a mermaid because of that movie 13 and I'm like it's going to happen to me. And one of the one of the symptoms of becoming a mermaid from the movie 13 is being thirsty. And and so one day in third grade, I was like, oh my God, I'm really thirsty today. It's happening. And and I was like, it's happening. And I was like, fuck, I have soccer practice. And I was like, damn, I'm gonna have to turn into a mermaid and I have soccer practice. And this is like
there's not even an ocean by my house. Like, how is this
I'm
gonna?"
not yeah, I gotta find a bathtub. Like this is this is just not my day. And 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 I remember like being really worried at soccer practice because I was really thirsty. And I think I was for sure just telling myself like you gotta hydrate up because you're turning into a mermaid and you know it all begins tonight. And and I never told anyone that because then when I didn't become a mermaid, I was like something is wrong with me. Something is wrong. Yeah. So anyways, I guess I still have that whatever mental illness that is where you believe that you can that anything can happen. Also apologies to that guy. Ooh, okay, next dinosaur fact. There was a whole group of dinosaurs called, okay, ALVAR, Alvarsaurids. Who's naming these guys? Like, these aren't our words. Alvarsaurids, guards. I swear to God, they just go, close your eyes, type on a keyboard, that's the name. And so, anyways, group of dinosaurs, Alvarsaurids, that had teeny tiny arms with teeny tiny compact hands, often consisting of only a single stout claw. Oh yeah, I think I've seen that. But they had massive breast and arm muscles. Okay. Massive breast and arm muscles. Sounds like a guy in his 50s. A dad. Basically, a dad at the beach. Saying a dinosaur has a breast is too much.
The
It's
people aren't
just
ready.
no, they're not ready for it. Okay, next one. There was and I this is okay, the last one, but also a good one. There was an island full of dwarf dinosaurs that had a pro, prostosaur in parentheses, a completely different word, Hasageoterix, as a apex predator. And this is the photo I show you. This guy. This was the apex predator. You see?
Oh, what?
He's
It's like a
fucking
giant, like
huge.
penguin.
Giant
Um,
penguin. It's like a penguin and a bat, and then penguin has giant head, and it's like 10 feet tall.
Oh, that's
It's
way more terrifying than anything they put in Jurassic World.
oh, for sure. And like the tiny little, and I think it's more than 10 feet tall because that's like, it's like 6 humans tall. However tall is that? But it's funny
That's
that there
insane.
were midget dinosaurs on an island, and then there was one of these, and he just took them all out. There's because you wouldn't think because there's always like there's munchkin cats, teacup dogs, little people. There's a little version of everything in this world, and I think
There
that's
is.
adorable. That's fucking cute. I don't know. If there is a God, he's like, let's make them regular size, and then there's a cute size. There's a cute size for everything. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that needs to be studied. I feel like that's more
I know. Where are the
fascinating.
Munchkin dinosaurs? They need to be in the dinosaur museums. What's a
Yeah.
dinosaur museum called? Is it just
Ooh,
called
great
Dinosaur?
question.
Is it
Yeah.
called Dinosaur Museum? I haven't been to one in a long time.
Or like
Actually, I think it's called Dinosaur Museum. I don't think we're using like a derogatory word, dinosaur.
a
Maybe I mean,
natural history museum or a fossil
or
museum.
fossil museum. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, dinosaur museum.
But it's
Yeah,
a
again,
dinosaur. It's just a dinosaur museum.
it's a dinosaur museum. It's a dinosaur museum. Wow, we really sped through all those dinosaur facts. I think I got insecure because I wrote down all the questions, not the questions, but all my eight points. But then I had all this detail and all this scientific stuff. And while I'm writing it down, I was like, yeah, I'm totally gonna remember all this. And I'm so surprised I didn't. But anyways, another thing that happened to me today was I called my friend who's a comedian. And I was like, "Hey, what's up?" He's like, "Nothing, just burying my grandpa." And I was like, and because he's a comedian and I'm always around comedians, I think he's doing a bit. So I was like, "Oh, how'd you kill him?" And he was like, "No, I'm burying my grandpa." Like, "Oh yeah, just fucking fuck your grandpa." And he's like, "No, I'm burying my grandfather is dead." And I'm like, "Oh, my bad." I was like, "Sorry, I thought you were doing a bit." And he wasn't. I don't know why. I was like, he's so just the way he said he was like, "Yeah, I'm burying my grandpa." It just I guess I don't talk to a lot of people when their grandfather when they're like in the process of burying their grandfather, so maybe that's why. My bad. But RIP grandfather. RIP.
Easy mistake. Easy mistake.
Easy must take. What's that?
Oh, I said mistake. Sorry, I said it weird.
Oh, yeah, easy mistake. Easy mistake. Yes,
could
yes.
could have happened anyway.
You know what I did today? I did absolutely nothing today. And why? Because I had one thing to do today and that ruined my whole day. I had acupuncture at 3 p.m. And if I have one thing to do, it's like I'm like, oh, clear the schedule, can't do anything until that one thing. And I'm like doing all of a sudden, I don't know how time works. I'm like, okay, so I woke up, it's 9 a.m. I only have so many hours until until 3 p.m. So I can't go to the gym. I can't go get breakfast. I can't leave my apartment. If I leave my apartment, I'm gonna miss my appointment. So I stay put until 3 p.m. And then I'm like, I had so much time. Why am I like that?
For
I
me
feel like,
personally, I get like that too sometimes, but I feel like it's just because in LA, like, you really do have to be. I'm sure New York is like this as well, but like, if you get somewhere on like the other side of town, there's a chance you legit could not make it to the place that you were supposed to be scheduled for going to just off of sheer like either traffic or
yeah,
unforeseen crazy stuff going on. You know, they're
yeah.
having the Golden Globes, they shut down 7 roads
Oh,
all of
yeah.
a sudden that you
Yeah.
didn't even think about was going to happen because you didn't remember when the Golden Globes are.
I
Stuff
totally
like
forgot.
that.
And that's honestly it was snowing today and that's probably what it is. And I just realized cuz I have to leave for a show. So we probably have to end this episode cuz I forgot it's snowing and that's totally going to fuck over all the trains cuz trains even though they're underground, they get scared of the weather, and I don't know why. The science doesn't make sense because you're underground, you're not even touching the weather, and the trains are like, no, 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 we can't run in the weather. You're underground, isn't that the point? But they say we can't. So, but this was our dinosaur episode of El Diablo podcast. Thank you for listening, and watching, and subscribing, and yeah, have a great week. Bye, guys.